Let's talk about calories. Usually, you all speak about calories whenever we speak about diet for patients or for healthy people. Let us understand what is calorie according to my understanding. First, let me tell you what I know about calorie. Calorie is the amount of heat you require to increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius of 1 gram of water. Normally calorie is represented by small c calorie or a big C calorie, which is also called as 1 kilocalorie. If you can increase 1 gram of water's temperature by 1 degree Celsius, it's called small c calorie or CAL, small CAL. Or if it is 1000 gram of water or 1000 ml or 1000 cc, then it is called as big C, capital CAL, or capital calorie or 1 kilocalorie. How do they find the calorific value of any food? For example, you have some rice. How do they find how much calorie does that rice contain? Because calorie is temperature what you require. It's a heat. Rice doesn't give you heat. So how do they calculate? When we eat food or when we're alive, our body has a heat. Okay, we have temperature. We have a specific temperature. We have a range. We maintain the temperature inside the range. Okay. Now when you eat rice, the rice goes inside you, or the wheat goes inside you, or the fruit goes inside you. Something happens, you live, and one symptom is you have heat. Other thing is you breathe, heart, there's a heart rate, you pump blood, you think, you feel. Okay, this is all fine. They find the calorific value of any edible food substance by actually burning it. You might have studied in your PUC or your science something called as calorimeter, bomb calorimeter. It's called bomb calorimeter because it can explode. That's why it's called as bomb calorimeter. It's nothing, it's a very simple device or instrument. You take an iron chamber or iron container, a specific container. Inside you have in a vessel the thing what you're going to find the value of, the calorific value of. Okay, and it has an inlet for oxygen to come in, and you burn with pure oxygen the thing what you want to find the calorific value of, and that transmits the heat whatever generated to outside of this chamber. And outside, because you want to measure temperature exactly, and because we are measuring the temperature what is given to the water, we have water filled in the chamber outside the small bomb calorimeter. Of course the total unit is called bomb calorimeter. Now outside this water is as insulating material, so the heat from the water doesn't go outside, or the heat from outside doesn't come inside the water, and you have thermometer inside this water. Okay, now you put oxygen in specific temperature and pressure, and you ignite with a spark the food whatever is there inside. It burns till it can burn, it will burn. Then you get only little ash, so it's burned completely, and you get the heat in the water, and that's what you measure. So this is the calorific value of the food what is found out. But you can burn this t-shirt, you can burn anything, so everything actually has a calorific value. Okay, in that way, what is the calorific value of water? Water has 0 calorie. That's what science says. Science does not give anything, any specific value for water. It's only 0, because you cannot burn water. That's the only reason. But my understanding of water and calorific value is different. We are having a specific body temperature. So if I drink cold water, I maintain the same temperature of my body in the same way, which means I take temperature from the water, the coldness, or I give heat to the water. We balance each other, but my temperature is still same, which means I burn extra calories in terms of science to maintain my temperature. So I can say cold water is negative calorie, and if I take hot water, still my body temperature is same. which means I take temperature from the water and I dissipate it, or I do something, but the temperature is same. Because the water gives heat to me, it should mean that hot water gives me calories. So drinking of warm water should make me obese. So everybody in Kerala should be obese, because in Kerala it's common to drink warm water. And every rich people should be lean, because it's very common for the rich people to drink chilled water. It's very common than other people. But it's not so. That's not the only factor which decides, but it should be in that way. That's not how it is. At least science doesn't say like that. So seeing calorific value of water is 0 is wrong, or seeing calorific value for food is wrong. Okay, let's go to the other side. Let's come to the food. If you take a standard textbook of nutrition or dietetics, they give you the calorific value of many food substances. They don't round off any calorific value. They don't say if it is 18.5, they don't make it 20 or 15. They make it 18.5. They're so specific in everything. Is it really that specific for that food, or is it that specific? Are we going to calculate to eat? It may be the interest of the scientist that he wants to be more precise, but is it applicable? There is no use of any technology or any science if it is not applicable. And you can find mango, calorific value 60 per 100 gram, cucumber 45, papaya 35. I am not saying the right value, I am just saying a random number, but let us assume these are the numbers for any given fruit. I know there are plenty of varieties of mango available in our country, and every variety of mango has different property. Then how can we say mango is this many calories? Okay, you go to some better textbook of nutrition dietetics, they also classify the varieties of mangoes and they write. Okay, but how do they find the calorific value of mango? The same way what I said to you before. They put a mango, they burn it, they find the calorific value. Botanically, fruit, vegetable are all from the flower. No nutritionist or dietitian measures the calorific value of any food substance, or especially the fruit or vegetable, from the day of the blooming of the flower or whatever botanical process happens. They don't measure from that time. They just buy something from the shop, they measure it. Probably nobody goes to the forest and get something. They just buy what is available normally and they measure it. If I have a mango today and I refer the book, it says for 100 gram of this mango, this variety, 60 calories. If I eat today, it's 60 calories. That's what I understand from it. What if I eat it 2 days after? Will the calorific value be same? What if I had eaten the same mango 2 days before? Is it going to give me the same calorific value? How do we know it? We cannot know it. Technically, you cannot eat a mango today, yesterday and tomorrow. It's only one mango. You cannot eat it. But let us assume we have one mango which is just ripe. It was not ripe yesterday, today it is ripe. Today it is yellow, it is having a good fragrance, it is soft. Let us assume today it's ripe. And yesterday or 2 days back it was not ripe. It was more greenish, not so fragrant, not soft, hard. After 2 days it's going to be more soft, more yellow and more fragrant and more juicy. I know by my common sense and by my experience, the same mango 2 days back was sour and bitter by the covering of the mango. The skin is bitter, the inside mango is hard to bite, not much juicy, and it is sour. Today it is ripe, not very sour but sweet, bitter by the skin, but only if I chew it so much, not just when I peel it off, not when I just eat with the skin. I know after 2 days if I eat the same mango, it is more juicy, it is more sweet, and the skin may not be bitter like how it is today or how it was yesterday. And by science I also know the glucose which is there in the mango, the sucrose which is in the mango, the fructose which is there in the mango, that's giving me the sweetness because they are all called as sugars. They give me the sweetness. And those are absent 2 days back and they are present today, but not like how it will be present after 2 days. But what will be the calorific value 2 days back, today and tomorrow? Because that has more sugars, it should be giving more calorific value, because calorie what we get in our body is from the sugars. It should give more calorific value. And 2 days back it should not give me more calorific value because it doesn't have much sugar. And today it's going to give me a calorific value more than the raw mango but less than the more ripened mango, because today it is not so much ripe but it's not raw. But actually what would happen if you put these 3 imaginary mangoes inside the calorimeter and burn it? Because there is a lot of water in the mango after 2 days, it will not give more calories, it will give less calories. Today it would give calories more than after 2 days, and the raw mango would give calories much more than today. How am I supposed to interpret both are same? Have you ever asked this question to anybody who spoke about calories to you? Did you ask any of your teacher about this concept? Don't go and ask the concept to your teacher. Go and ask them whether they asked this question to their teacher. They would say no. I am not saying I am right, but till now nobody, no single dietitian or nutritionist or a doctor or a scientist who has listened to me about this point has told me that is not how it is, this is how it is. They never told me anything convincing which is against what I am saying to you. I am not saying I am the final authority or I am right, but I am just telling, if this convinces you that looking at calorific value for a food is not going to make much sense like how it was making before you saw this video, then you should actually search for the truth or believe this is the truth till you get the truth. And if you get a truth which is not this but which is against what I am saying, please let me know, because let me stop speaking about this. But till somebody comes and tells me about this, I think it's my duty to speak about this, because I cannot know something which is truth and keep quiet with me for a very long time. So I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubts or comments or any feedback, positive or negative, please don't forget to post it below the video or mail me or contact me or call me in the whatever way possible. Thank you so much.